Hi, I'm Upwards, and this is the Nothing Phone 1, arguably the most unique and interesting phone to enter the smartphone market. Launched in 2022, this phone was equipped and priced like a mid-range phone with a flagship killer intent. But what sets it apart is the design language of both the hardware and software. In a sea of phones that all look the same, the Nothing Phone stands out with its unique take on software and hardware design. So today, I wanted to find out if it's worth taking a look at buying one of these phones in 2024. And that's what we're going to be testing out in today's Day in the Life. We're going to be testing out the performance, the cameras, the display, and most importantly, the battery life to see if it's worth purchasing one of these. So currently it's 9:17, our battery percentage is at 100%. Let's get into this Day in the Life. Okay, so let's talk about the display on the Nothing Phone 1. So the Nothing Phone 1 is equipped with a 6.55-inch AMOLED display, which can dynamically refresh between 60 to 120 Hz at max refresh rates. Now, there is no LTPO technology here, so you cannot dynamically refresh below 60 Hz, which is a little bit of a bummer, but for a mid-range phone, that is perfectly normal. Now, in terms of the peak brightness, we can get up to 800 nits in high brightness mode, and we can get 1200 nits in peak HDR mode. However, this isn't the brightest by today's standards, but it is decent enough for most lighting conditions apart from direct sunlight. In terms of the color, we do get HDR10 Plus certification, so the color accuracy is pretty on point and it's good for watching movies, TV shows, or anything like that. For the protection, we do have Gorilla Glass 5, which is pretty average, not the strongest in today's world, but you can get a screen protector pretty easily fitted on because it's a flat display. Now, in terms of the design of the display, we have even but slightly thick bezels around the whole phone. It's really cool to see a phone with even bezels at this price range because it makes it look so much more better. However, it is a little more thicker than some phones that you can get on the market at this price range, but having this even bezels is a really big win for this phone here. In terms of the display altogether, it's a pretty decent package and it is pretty standard for a mid-range phone. The display's resolution is also Full HD, which doesn't have the biggest pixel per inch density, but it's good enough for this phone. I'll give the display here a B+ rating, simply because it ticks all the boxes that you would need, but it doesn't do anything beyond that. Alright, let's keep going on with the Day in the Life.
Oh no, it's not. Yo, this is better than iPhone. What the heck? They need to add this. Wait, what phone is this?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
What do you mean nothing?
It's called nothing. That phone is called nothing. It's the nothing phone. Nothing.
Okay guys, so currently 32, battery percentage is 80%. I'm here with my friend Joe, and he's gonna model for me. So let's take some photos with the Nothing Phone. Looking at the cameras on the Nothing Phone 1, we have a dual 50 megapixel setup along with a 16 megapixel selfie camera. Now, taking photos with the main sensor is actually very impressive. The quality of the sensor is very good with plenty of dynamic range, details, great color, and depth of field. The highlights and shadows are balanced very well and skin tones are balanced very well as well. This is using the Sony IMX766, which is a very popular and capable sensor, popular on a lot of different smartphones. Portrait mode is also equally as impressive, especially as the system does not have a depth sensor. The blur looks realistic and the depth of field is pleasantly accurate. In darker environments, the main sensor does a great job in retaining details with minimal noise or distortion. The ultra-wide sensor isn't as impressive with less quality and dynamic range, but it's decent enough for most wider shots when needed. I will say that the field of view isn't as wide as other phones that I've tried, but for what it is, it's good enough. Video is also very good for this phone. I was quite impressed at the quality of both the wide and ultra-wide video quality. However, the selfie does not have 4K video recording, which is a bummer. You shoot up to 4K 60 on the main cameras, on the wide and the ultra-wide, which is pretty nice. We also do get a recording indicator light signal on the bottom of the phone, which is pretty cool. And it's got optical image stabilization, but it's not the best in terms of stabilization, but it's good enough for this phone. The selfies are also pretty decent, but they're not as high quality as the main sensor, but still better than the ultra-wide. Altogether, the Nothing Phone 1's cameras are very solid, and while there is no telephoto lens and the ultra-wide is on the weaker side, I'm very impressed by the main sensor and video quality, giving this camera system a B+ grade.
May kambayan. face. I'll see you later.
No, you should have done it. Close it.
Oh, close it? Okay.
Yeah. Yo, what's good, guys? We just came out the parking. This is yeah. What's good, guys? We're at Bunnings. Yeah. Sponsor me. Thank you. So currently it is now 209. Our budget percentage is at 68%. What's up, man? We're gonna get some bubble tea now, and I'm gonna talk about the performance on the Epic phone. Hello again. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
We're still not done with uni.
You still got one more tomorrow, right?
Day after.
tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow. When? Thursday.
Thursday.
Let's go. Okay, so it's 256 and our budget percentage is at 67%. So let's talk about the performance on the Nothing Phone 1. So the Nothing Phone 1 is equipped with the Snapdragon 778 Plus, which is a pretty decent mid-range chip when it first launched in 2022. And so far, performance has been pretty decent on the Nothing Phone. It also is equipped with 8GB of RAM, which may not be the most in 2024, but is plenty enough for this phone. Paired together, the phone is pretty smooth, and multitasking, switching between different apps, launching apps, is pretty fast and quick. I haven't had much lag or stutters, and everything has been really smooth. I really enjoy how the 120Hz refresh rate is pretty consistent across the whole UI and user experience. So altogether, I feel like the Nothing Phone has some pretty good performance. Even when we're doing split screen, it also can handle it pretty well. And I feel like when you're jumping between different apps, it does run everything really smoothly. Now, when we move to gaming, it isn't quite as capable. I play Genshin Impact and it can only run it around low settings. And when you do bump it up to medium or 60 FPS, you do definitely feel it starting to lag. It started a bit more, and it does get a bit more warmer. But altogether, I feel like the performance here is pretty decent. And if you're just doing social media, regular browsing, and if you're not pushing the phone crazily and just using it moderately, I feel like this thing can handle it very well. So altogether, I give the performance on here a B. Okay, now I'm gonna finish my bubble tea. Oh, we got Sean here. He just came. Bringing some food in.
Having some chicken katsu on chips.
Yo.
Me and Sean signing out.
Sean McGee on the vlog, eh?
Welcome to the vlog.
McGee, see you later, bro.
Signing
Bye
out.
bye.
See you later, Eugenia.
Okay, let's get going. Later, bro. Peace out. Sam, take care, bro. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna meet up with another friend. It is currently 4:18, and our budget percentage is at 61%. And we're gonna go get some dinner with my friend. Okay, I'll see you guys there. Okay, guys, I'm here with Godwin. What's up, man?
The Nothing Phone. Hey, anyway, I don't think we are.
Hey, Dad.
Whoa. It really feels like nothing. This phone is nothing compared to my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. Wait, no, I was trying to give it a compliment.
Nothing compared to you.
I meant my phone is nothing compared to the Nothing Phone. There we go.
Okay, sure.
English isn't my first language. So.
Oh yeah, English or Spanish?
I was gonna stop.
Man, so this is the place that Godwin says is good?
She's like this. Welcome. I'm gonna try out the best pizzas in Wellington. Let's go in.
Hey, man.
No stress. Okay.
Just some pizza. Let's take a look. I got a nice ham and pineapple.
What you got, brother? I got a nice, pepperoni pizza. You can never go wrong with pepperoni pizza, guys.
Okay, so let's talk about the features of the Nothing Phone. So I was going to show you this thing. So On the Nothing phone, the biggest thing about this phone is its design, and we have this thing called the glyph interface. So the glyph interface is pretty cool because we have 5 different LED adjustable zones, and you can map this to its ringtones, notifications, it's all of those things. This one, that's that. You can actually make your own like ringtone. So you can record your own ringtone.
Oh.
And then you can set it to a certain person as well. Like if it's Godwin and I don't really care about you, I'm just gonna put that in my base.
Little tiny dot right on the very bottom of the phone.
So that, you know, I know how unenforcing it is. So in terms of the glyph interface, it's pretty cool. And then when you put it down, that's a little... When you charge the phone, yeah, it'll actually indicate like up here.
No pizza?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Yes. Oh, good enough.
Số phụ nữ trai về men tay đi gọi sĩ vô trên đại sir.
What was that, sorry? Not here. Right here. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. All good.
I was not going to speak Chinese because what happens is every time I speak Chinese to someone,
Speak it?
no, they think that I can speak it. Like as soon as I say something in Chinese, but you only know a little bit. I know almost nothing.
Well, I just want to eat the pizza before you get. Oh,
Yeah, bro.
yeah. Oh, using cheese.
Okay, so we just finished dinner. It's 5:41. A battery percentage is at 55%. Let's continue talking about the features and the design of the Nothing phone. So the body is made of aluminium, and we have glass on the front and back, which is pretty cool. It's a really nice and premium design, but it is a little bit on the heavier side. Now it does have IP53 water and dust resistance, which is not that great. They did change it on the new Nothing phones, but on here it's only splash resistance, so don't chuck this into water. Now in terms of the software and support, we have Nothing OS 2.6, and it will get Nothing OS 3. I believe this only gets free software updates from Nothing OS 1, so I believe this will only get 1 more year of support after OS 3. And in terms of the other features, we do have a pretty good vibration motor for a phone of this price. It's quite similar to Oppo's own motor, and it's pretty strong. It feels very tactile and it's quite precise, which is great to see for a mid-range phone. And we do have stereo speakers, however, they're not that great. They do sound a bit more tinny with not a lot of bass. But altogether, I'll give the features and design of the Nothing phone an A, simply because of this glyph interface. It's quite premium body and finish, and also just the features that are available on this phone. Okay, so now gonna head home. Okay, so we've finally reached the end of my day in the life. It's currently 9:50 and our battery percentage is at 23%. So let's take a look at the battery performance to see how the Nothing phone did throughout the day. So today has been a pretty full on day. We've had a screen on time of 3 hours and 31 minutes, and we took off the phone off the charger at 9:11. So far the battery performance has been pretty decent for a phone of this size. The battery capacity is 4500 mAh, so altogether it's not too bad, and I'll give the battery performance here a B+ rating. Now let's talk about the phone in general. Starting off with the display, the Nothing phone is equipped with a pretty decent display. With a 6.55-inch AMOLED 120Hz refresh rate display, it's pretty good and has nothing that you would miss. However, the brightness isn't that high and can be a bit hard to see in direct sunlight. Moving on to the cameras, we have two 50-megapixel cameras, and they are actually pretty good. They take some really good photos in most lighting conditions, and the video capabilities are also pretty decent as well. Altogether, I'm actually pretty impressed with the camera system on the Nothing phone, and for a first phone from a new company, the camera system does a really good job. On the performance side, we do have the Snapdragon 778 Plus, which is a pretty decent chip and does manage to run everything pretty smoothly on the Nothing phone. There isn't too many hiccups or lags or stutters, but gaming isn't quite as strong as suit. So if you are more into social media and general usage, this will be perfectly fine, but if you are a heavy user, this might not be enough for you. Finally, ending up with the features, we do have some pretty cool things like the glyph interface, which is pretty customizable and a very unique feature for any other phone that are out there. You do only get IP53 water and dust resistance, which is not that great, and the stereo speakers aren't that great as sounding, but you do get a really nice premium design, especially at this price point with even bezels around the whole phone. So altogether, this phone is a pretty good package, and the final rating I give it is 76 or B+. I'm pretty happy with the Nothing phone, and I would say that it's a pretty decent phone, so if you can find one around $400 or less, I would say it's a pretty good pickup for anyone who's interested in finding something that's a bit different. So that wraps up my day in the life with the Nothing phone. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.